am a couple days overdue since I was in the hospital, but here is what I read from June 27th through July 4th. So I read Lies My Teacher Told Me. I didn't love this one, I think. Yeah, I didn't love it. It was more about textbook writing than it was about like the facts, so I didn't love that element to it. I also read The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. I absolutely adored this book. I tabbed the crap out of it. I am so ready to pick up Hero of Ages because the way that this ended just blew my mind. While I was in the hospital, I listened to Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel, and I really enjoyed this. This was different from what I expected. It is very much like realism, but also sci-fi. I really enjoyed it. It's a short listen, and I'm really liking Emily's writing, and so I'm going to be picking up her other books that I have soon. I also listened to Six Scorched Roses, which is like a novella as part of the Crowns of Nyaxia series, and I enjoyed this as well. It's short, it's a little bit smutty. I enjoyed it, and I thought it builds on the story nicely. I also read Shield of Sparrows, and I flippin' loved this one. This was so good. I need more people to read it. I know it's getting hype, but I loved it. I really liked the enemies to lovers of it all. I like that they live in tree houses, which is really fun, and I'm very excited to keep reading this series. I did a reread of Woman in Cabin 10, and I'm feeling like maybe I've talked about some of these books already, and if that's the case, forgive me. But I did a reread of Woman in Cabin 10, which I enjoyed. I liked it better the second time than I did the first. For books that I don't have physical copies of, I read Smile for the Cameras, and I enjoyed this one. It was like if the Scream cast went to a reunion in the woods and shenanigans ensue, which I enjoyed. I also listened to The No End House, which I did enjoy. It's very much like a liminal space, haunted house type of vibe. There's like game elements to it, like it kind of at some points feels like a Saw game, which I did enjoy. The ending wasn't my favorite. I listened to 80s Ghosts, which has been on my Kindle TBR for a long time, but I got the audiobook. I really enjoyed it. It is like a crew of paranormal investigators go to this school and they are investigating and they come upon ghosts and just craziness happens, which I really loved. I also read Forget Me Not, which is Stacey Willingham's newest book coming out in August, and I really enjoyed this one. It went in a direction that I was not expecting, but I was so engaged the entire time. I think I partially enjoyed it because I live in the Charleston area, which is where the book sort of takes place and where Stacey lives and writes about. So it felt very familiar to me, which I enjoyed, but you definitely don't have to like know the area to get enjoyment out of the story. I also read The House of Frost and Feathers, and this is an interesting fantasy. It's very different from the types of fantasy that I'm used to. I really enjoyed it. It has like magical elements to it. There's apprentices. There's like the lore is super interesting. It's very different from like the classical political fantasy that a lot of us read. And lastly, I read A Prayer for the Crown Shy, which is the second book in the Monk and Robot duet, and I enjoyed it. It was very cute and cozy and exactly what I needed while I was in the hospital recovering from an appendectomy.